Hawaii
Last week,
mace.
what are you doing? So last week,
I should have just played Oakley.
the the party had a variety of activities to do. The barely decent Themis decided to port himself to the Feywild and entered into some form of contract with Fenton, who may or may not have been the forest owner, or at the very least caretaker, I suppose. Meanwhile, UD and Yolram also ported, but instead went straight up 90 feet, where they met a dwarven mushroom farmer who wasn't bad or anything, but was just perhaps a little odd from living out in the middle of nowhere for so long. Eventually, Raugum snuck out the front door and then got lost. And eventually the party met back up in Deltoro, where Themis dropped a line.
Griffey, you keep cutting out.
What?
Oh, okay, it's not just me, thank God.
Yeah, I was really worried that it was just me, and I didn't want to be the person to ask and interrupt.
Wow,
Let
wow.
me,
Good,
okay.
great, guys. I don't know what to say to that.
All
No,
right.
it's we're all just very comfortable with Synodic and sacrificial lamb every time something like this happens.
You're all so
Thank you, guys.
similar.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I take my payment in blowjobs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send Kelly over.
I really gotta stop talking. I keep getting looks from Linnea.
And we care about.
Yeah, like that look.
Why do we care about female opinions?
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you asked, Chili.
Chili, you don't want to. Well, my sensitivity.
Because
is
here
maxed,
in the
so-
Alt F4 server, we respect you guys. We respect you.
You guys, he says.
You guys. Nice. We respect everybody with a dick. Okay, so my sensitivity's maxed. I can't really do much else, sadly, other than speak louder. So I'll give it a shot. So the party teleported to the Feywild. The party teleported 90 feet straight up. And the party turned invisible and went out through the front doors and then got lost. Because I don't remember what she rolled, but Chili did not get a high number to find her way back.
That is correct.
Yeah. So, having found your way back to Daltorum, you, Themis, dropped a line to Minbar for a quick and extremely secure meeting. Oh, you did get your basilisk vial.
I did. I got my fucking basilisk file. Finally, one fucking component out of 4 components that I need. Remember when we were discussing this? We were like, yeah, 3 or 4 sessions.
Tops.
How many has it been? Like
Well,
8.
we didn't even do anything. Well, we didn't do anything with it for God knows how long. So, it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, I'm not complaining. I think it's going well. It is a significant reward. So
if we get to it, it's 3 to 4 sessions. Otherwise, who knows? So, that's pretty much where we left off. Actually, you sent the message to Minbar.
yeah, we went to the bath though. Yeah, we went to the bath.
Yeah,
That's what
you got a
happened.
happy ending.
That's right. Oh my god.
Did I get a happy ending?
Yeah, no, right here in
Isn't
my
that what
notes, I see Themis foreshadowed some stuff. Yudi pulled some hair. Themis went for a happy ending, and Yudi submerged himself.
That's right.
True. Right. There was a hot masseur that was giving me the googly eyes.
Sure. So, having finished their respective baths, since they're all guys, the party walks out of the public works, as it were, with clean bodies and hopefully clean minds, except for maybe Themis. And what do now?
What do now, indeed?
What are our options?
I'm waiting for a reply from Minbar.
Yes.
So I will probably head back to the inn where
Okay.
she knows I am.
Right. Okay.
Wait. What are my spell slots? How am I looking as a character? Oh, okay, yeah, I need a long rest soon. Yeah, I'm also gonna head back to the bar, I guess. Man's gonna take an 8-hour nap.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't even know what time it is. Neither do you.
Yeah. Dwarven realms.
Yeah.
Oh, I got around by the
Well, there's two people that are going back to the tavern.
Yeah.
To the
I
gut
checked
busting.
her by the
Anyone
There's
else?
there's gambling hall. I'm full health.
So I'm gonna go to a gambling hall and lose all my health.
I have,
think I'll send that.
I have 73 health. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
you were able to find one in Zifbar. You should be easy enough to find one.
Oh, a gambling hall? Fucking shit. Again?
I didn't say the sketchiest looking one. I just said a gambling.
Right, because, you know, there are wholesome and beautiful gambling halls with
Yeah.
nice people in them. That's the type of people that gambling halls attract.
No. See, here's the thing,
Mhm.
Synod. Gambling halls, at the end of the day, all they're there for is to take your money. But
Yep.
if they do it with a smile, it's not a shady one.
Right,
Okay.
but that doesn't say
I
anything
see.
about the people that are in said gambling hall.
Yeah, but they're smiling, Synod.
And yeah, a smile has never ever been shady. Could never be shady. There's no such thing as a shady smile.
UD hasn't had a shady smile yet.
Right.
He's had everything but.
Oh, that's right. Yudi and I need to have a conversation
No, you don't.
eventually.
No, you don't. You're fine.
Alright.
Right now?
Alright, so we're splitting y'all 2 and 2.
I mean, it's up to Failure, because Failure wanted me to have some shit.
Yeah, I
to
know, I
do.
know. I'm just giving you shit because I'm like, I want my goddamn nap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, you want to take a long rest. I mean,
What's
we
this about?
technically should all be taking a long rest. We've been up for, what, how long now?
Yeah. That's 8 points, but as long as you don't stay, you can spend a few hours. Otherwise, it might come into exhaustion territory. But you don't. It's not like you have to go to bed immediately. So, UD and Themis are gonna go back to the tavern. Raugum and Yolrum are going
Actually-
gambling.
Before I go back to the tavern, I'm gonna stop by a reagent shop and pick up some stuff for some more healing potions, some smoke bombs, and some alchemist fire. It would 30 gold be enough for that, or how much do you want me to pay to get some more reagent?
It'll probably be closer to, I'll say like 38.
38?
Yeah. We haven't even talked about dosage. I mean, doses rather, but
Yeah.
but we won't
We can.
because that's tedium.
Yeah, it is tedium, isn't it? I mean, there's only so many potions I can use in one combat turn, but yeah, that'll be my.
All right. So with a side step, whatever.
Why am I calculating in my brain when I have a calculator in my computer?
Because that's big brain energy right
What
there.
math are you adding?
Why would I ever have? Why would I ever want to have big brain energy?
Mm-hmm. Big dick.
You said it. You said it, not me.
Big brains tend to cause more problems than small brains. Let's be real here.
Yeah. If you just
And you're
don't,
not wrong.
if you just don't think, you'll have a good time. It's fine.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez, don't even get me started.
It's only rape if you overthink it.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait, whoa.
That's not all of it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rare. That's rare where I say something completely apolitically correct and everybody's like, wait a minute, that's too far.
Apolitically correct.
Alright.
Alright, I'll let people have their fun now.
I like
Yeah,
how we went
Themis
from
is-
talking about math in our heads and calculators to rape.
Yes, the transition point was big brain and small brain.
Come on, James. You've been
And
here long
that
enough.
still somehow connects to that?
Yup.
I'm gonna.
Welcome to
Are you
Ultra
sure?
4. Welcome to
I'll
Ultra.
try and keep up next time.
Thank you.
Gonna spend however many hours it takes to start brewing some potions. Probably, let me check. 5 hours, and then I'm gonna take a trance for the remaining brewing time.
Getting sidetracked now.
So 9 hours
Nat
is
20.
what you guys have to play with before I am awake.
Just
Alright. So, that's Themis's 9 hours. Yudi's gonna take a nap, so that's at least 8. Right there. So it's mostly gonna be a Yolrum and Raugum episode, apparently.
Alright.
So, you both speak Dwarven, so it's pretty easy. To find another gambling hall between the two of you. I'm sure Yolrum has been to Daltorum at least once or twice. That's it's the port city after all. Everybody pops in there. There's so much to do. So you find a gambling hall called the Bearded Lady that looks a little bit above average as far as appearance. And,
Are they smiling?
not as much as you might think.
That's what makes. That's what determines if a gambling hall is going to be shady or not. We learned earlier today.
Do you want to look for one where they're all smiling?
A wise old wizard said that might be the way to go.
This is the way.
This is not the way.
Okay.
They're all gonna be drugged or something.
Sure. Yeah, so you find an opium den. I'm kidding.
Oh shit.
Nice.
So, do you guys still want to nap, or are you coming with us?
Honestly, why don't you guys come back? We'll all take a nap. I'll brew you some tea, and then we'll see, huh?
Okay,
Are you speaking to me as well?
I just want to brew everyone some tea.
Nice.
If you enter Themis's room, he is either concocting something and just says "shoo." I'm busy.
I mean, we'll see after my long rest, because that's
Or
priority
he
one.
is sitting cross-legged on his bed, in what seems to be a trance. Those are the two options.
So,
playing peekaboo is not the option.
what are we doing?
Well, I believe Yolrum and Raugum are going to a gambling hall.
Oh, right, but it
Or
sounded
an
like
opium
that, and then they were like, hey, let's get the whole party. So are you waiting for the whole party, or are you going by yourself?
We were going by ourselves, but then you mentioned opium, so I figured that we'd invite everyone.
Oh, just if it's
So that is
opium.
not the case, then just chilling.
Okay, alright.
Just
Alright.
If that's not the case, then KYS.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So on your room's insistence, you go and find one where there are people, one where the staff are smiling, where it happens to be a little bit more other race. It's not so much dwarven this one. It's more cosmopolitan, we'll say. It's reasonably well appointed, a little bit less so than the Bearded Lady, but this is the Winter's Rut, and it seems to be a bit more spread out. But you go ahead and enter. And how much do you want to exchange for chips?
Is there a particular currency or like exchange? Like, for example,
Mhm.
1 silver piece. What would that
entail?
I don't know. Whatever.
Being stingy, are we?
You being stingy. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. How's that?
Okay.
It's just so that it's just you know why they do it because it's a casino or a gambling hall or whatever. They do it so that you have to spend their money instead of just bringing it in.
Right.
So you'll drop off however much money you want, which will be. How
I'll
much
do
coin?
10 silver pieces.
Good gods, thank you. Okay.
15 for me.
15 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 15 silver it is. Alright, so.
Small rollers right here.
They're
Or sleep, shut up.
They're more about quantity than quality, I think. There's quite a bit of blue-collar folk around here, which is pretty much the majority of Dwarven society anyways. But, alright, so they got card tables. They got some form of animal racing that you can see off in the distance. They got baccarat and roulette wheels. They got a number board that's put up vertically, and it looks, and it's in a cage, and you have a bird that flies up and pecks at numbers. Rob probably knows more about that, but there's a whole variety of activities at all these tables to do. Anything in particular?
I have no preference.
Well, that's just your motto, isn't it?
Well, I've never been to a casino, so I don't know what to expect. First time.
Well,
Play
Rob,
against the house, play against other players. Metagaming pigeon.
Yeah.
let me
how
just
about
use
two?
important here. Yes.
Oh, I thought you said hold on. Okay.
No,
Um,
let me get some. Let me use my portent.
I understand now. I would like to go to the roulette.
Okay. Absolutely. I'll assume Yolrum's following since he's a learner, apparently.
That's me.
Alright, so you head over to the roulette table. It's a standard black and red wheel like you would normally see. What the shit? Oh, nice.
Moist.
Yeah, you, holy crap. Alright, so, go ahead. Let me post this. You can see it yourselves. So we'll roll some d20s and you'll call it rather. You'll call what you want, and then they'll spin the wheel.
Damn.
Okay. I'm not gonna bet all 15 pieces on one roll here, so
Right.
I'll start with 3. And what do you want me to call? Like red or black, or what do you want me to?
You call what you wanted to land on.
Well, like number wise, like everybody does a little differently.
Have you played roulette before?
I've seen it played, but every place that I've been to plays it differently, so that's why I want to do it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. So let me bet on a single number of various groups of numbers, color red or black, or whether the number is odd or even, whether the numbers are high or low. All right. So you can pick which ones you want. You can pick two. Let's say there's one, two, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 8 options. You can pick 3 of them. How's that?
Okay. How the fuck did you figure 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Single number, various groupings.
Yeah.
Red or black, odd or even,
Yeah.
high or low.
Like, I'm gonna choose red.
Okay.
Low.
Okay.
Odds. So, yeah.
All right, red, low, odd.
Yes. So that's our 1d20.
All right, so the dealer will roll it.
Alright.
So you got for the spreadsheet, you see which ones are red and which ones are black, and you see the ratios and all that. Yes. So when I roll, you'll know what you get.
Shut up, really.
Suck my ass, failure.
Oh boy, this keeps getting
I
better.
was just confused. I was just confused.
Well,
It's
I
a
don't know.
made-up fantasy game.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
even. And I didn't expect this to happen, so I didn't exactly come up with how I wanted to.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
We just randomly wanted to go to a casino.
Yeah,
Understandable.
Okay.
Warning should have been given, but it was not. Feels bad.
I should have known.
So I got 1, a low.
You did indeed.
So I win 1 piece out of 3, or
You. Welcome to real D&D. It's real D&D here, people.
Okay, so how it would work in a real casino would be like, whatever you put on a bet, the bet that you win will pay out to a certain thing, right? So if you look at the Google Docs, you see how there are odds, right? Like 4 to 1, 2 to 1, 1 to 1.
yeah.
Like that's what would pay out. So you got what, low?
Yes.
So low would be a payout of 1 to 1, right? So you would get back the bet you made on low. But because you didn't specify what you were betting on which ones, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I chose 3 because I was using 3 pieces, so I lost 2 and kept 1, I guess. Okay.
That's just how it works at like actual roulette, though. So I don't know how it would work with a D20. Honestly, it's kind of question marks.
This is such a strain.
Okay, so select 2 pieces for column. There we go. 3, 8, 13, and 18.
Oh, you're just going straight down. Okay.
Yes.
So you're selecting. Who's getting?
That's the column I chose. 2
You're
pieces.
trying to do
on
the
that.
4-1 bet?
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's I'll roll it.
Wow. Okay. Damn. I was off by 1 column. Damn.
You
Alright.
are. That's
Damn,
not bad,
okay.
actually.
Okay.
That's why you keep wanting to play.
Yeah. I will win. 5 pieces on the very last column. The 5s.
Yeah, everybody whistles at the big spender over here.
I wasn't whistling at her.
Well,
I just got up.
That's not nice to say about your roommate. God damn it! It's the same column. What the fuck?
Man, it's a fucking compliment. She's not wearing any pants. For fuck's sake.
It's not wearing any pants.
Alright.
We can go. Well, never mind. Can't go that now.
Why is it the same column? That was bullshit.
Because
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe you have to bet on that column now.
Because it's a wheel as opposed to a spreadsheet.
Alright, fair. My last 5 pieces.
I shouldn't have said roulette. I should have said anything except for roulette. That's what I should have said.
My last 5 pieces on 4, 9, 14, 19.
4, 9, 14, 19. Okay, so column 4.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh, that's a tilde.
That's what she said.
That's what she got. Oh my gods.
I win.
Alright, so I win. Roll a
I take it
5.
and run. So
I take it and run.
What?
Did you break even? I don't think you did.
I gained 10. No, I gained 5 because I had 25 silver pieces. And then I exchanged 15.
Right.
And I gained 20. So.
Alright, so he watches Ralgam hits the win and then takes his winnings and bolts for the cashier, I guess. Like as fast as his stubby dwarven legs will carry him. Just the clank clank. Well, he's not wearing armor. You hear the rough scraping of fabrics as he just motors his stubby little dwarven legs over to cash out.
And your one will just walk slowly behind.
Yeah. Having not had it explained or anything, just okay. So we all won, right? Okay, now tell him that you're gonna kick his ass unless he gives you protection money. That's how a casino really works. Let's be real here. Oh, hi. What's your name? Anyways. Alright, so that's it for you, and Yoram apparently doesn't have any interest in gambling. So, after that very exciting number crunch that we just did on the fly there, you eventually return to the Gutbuster, I assume, unless you want to do anything else.
I'll take my long rest now.
Okay. Ralgam goes to take his long rest. That's a nice ass. And Yoram's, what are you doing?
What?
That's America's ass.
That's America's life.
I'll go rest too, I suppose.
Okay. You all head to your respective rooms. Themis is spending 9 hours, so he'll be a little bit behind you. Or no, he won't, because you did that thing. Okay.
He will never be behind.
They're doing
I'm gonna put that out there.
8-hour long rest. I'm doing 5 hours of prep and then 4 hours of trance.
Right. That combined
And
with
they went to the fucking
yes, the casino. So it'll be mostly the same.
Themis will never be behind Ralgam.
Not
Just
that-
FYI.
okay, all right. We get
Themis
it.
is always ahead of Ralgam, correct?
Yes. No one's going to argue that.
I'm taking my long rest and memorizing
Yes.
my spells and doing all that
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Take it.
Oh, look, spell slots back. Hey!
Yes. Uh-huh.
Use these again.
So, you finish your respective rests. You wake up pretty much around the same time, actually. Oddly enough. Make your way down. And it's on the quieter side right now at ye old Gutbuster. Grabbing a table, maybe getting some food or something like that. Themis is
approached by a patron that was at the bar, and is
Stranger
gi-
danger.
and and is handed a rolled up piece of parchment.
Stranger danger.
The patron makes a gesture that only Themis would recognize, and steps out.
I will excuse myself and kind of. Do I have a tab to pay? I don't have a tab to pay. I haven't bought anything. Yeah, I'll step out of the building as well. And is he? Do I notice him on my way out? Like, do I notice which direction he went, or did he signal to me which direction he's going?
Did you read the parchment at all, or did you just follow him immediately?
I'll open the parchment as I leave the building, making sure that nobody's, paying too much attention to me beforehand. If you want me to make a roll for that, I can.
No, there doesn't seem to be anybody who's looking at you as you glance up and around. He is making his way into the crowd and is not particularly concerned with you following him at all.
All right. And what's the parchment say?
Rolling open the parchment, it's a summons to come to the chapter house here in Daltorum and to meet with someone who's named Hidden Beck.
Hidden Beck. Does that name ring any bells?
It does not.
All right. I'm sorry. I was a little bit zoned out. Was I eating with the party?
That's how I said set it up. Yeah, you all had pretty much synced up at that point.
All right. I'll head back into the inn, and so I'll address the party. So I've contacted some friends of mine, same friends that got us the job, in fact, about the problems we ran into in the sewers. I just have some business to deal with. I'll be back here this evening. If I'm not, then you should probably assume I'm in some kind of trouble. And do with that information what you will. Though if I am incapacitated in such a way that I don't return here, maybe leaving the city might be the best idea for you. You're on these people's radar now, and let me tell you, they are not exactly friendly, as you may surmise. And with that, I'll give a short nod of the head and head to the chapter house, I guess.
I'll just look at the group and I'll just be like, "Are we safe?" I didn't understand the big words.
He did do a lot of talking for a very simple communication there. Yes.
I think if he doesn't make it back tonight, we assume he's dead and go try and find and loot the corpse, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got from that.
Oh, I can do
Or
that.
that we're supposed to leave, one of the two.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Well, I mean, while we're waiting for him to figure that out, would anyone like some tea?
What kind of tea?
Cinnamon. And then I'll produce the face cinnamon we got way back when. There's 11 pieces now.
Damn,
Like,
everybody better get fucking high.
Way back when. Okay, sure.
way back when, like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days ago.
Do you guys remember when we went to the Feywild like 5 years ago? Yeah. Okay.
I
There's
remember.
that, and they're like, I've been meaning to do something with this. I received it as a gift, and I was thinking about putting it in some tea.
I
Look at it.
can I roll an insight check on that? Like, I don't.
You can. You can. Nobody's stopping you.
So is this deception or is this persuasion?
Are you trying to be deceptive, failure?
Oh wait, I forgot to roll my important. That's important. Haha. 2d20. 12 and 8. Could be better. 12 with 12 and 8.
How come you rolled 2d20?
Okay.
Because he has a
I
spell.
have UD20 for board. Yeah, it's a div wizard thing. So this is deception, right?
Something you need to learn about there, James. Is it? Are you being deceptive? Is it you're trying to
I'm trying to get
dose
them
them?
high.
Okay.
I'm
all right.
definitely trying to dose them.
Then yeah, you're being. Then yes, you are being deceptive. So it'll be deception then.
Fuck, I
So-
want to see what
Yeah.
people do under fucking basically shrooms.
I don't.
That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm thinking about luckying that.
Oh my.
Just so it's not a nat one. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is 1 point of lucky. I'll take it. -1 lucky on drugs.
A 15.
It's Space Cinnamon.
I don't know why you think that basically a magical potpourri is going to do anything, but okay. He's still trying it. It's
I don't know, man.
It's going to be Ipecac if
super
nothing
weird.
else. Alright, okay. So, Yudi seems to be pretty serious. Something's, maybe that near life death situation changed him or something. He just, he seems on the level.
I'm gonna drink it.
Oh
I'm gonna chug it.
my goodness.
I'm gonna
I wanna
chug it.
see what
I'm
happens.
grinding some up. I'm putting it in the tea.
I'm-
I'm handing it out.
Oh, you're
I'm taking some as well myself.
you're
No,
grinding
no.
up magical cinnamon. With what? Do you have a grinder?
You know, I'm excited.
Yeah, the wormwood.
Shh. Ah, okay. Now I'm on the same page. Okay. I thought you were actually okay. All right. Yep. Okay.
Oh, rhymewood, not wormwood. What the fuck?
English is like your
You
third
have-
language, okay?
Do you still have the stats for that?
Yeah, I'll send it over. I'm looking at the website that you sent me.
That's fine. That's fine. You can just DM that to me. 'Cause
I
Cannot play
I
a
have
song that's louder than
no
3 hours.
idea if I have it or not.
It's in your DMs.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh my goodness. At least somebody's doing something,
Gotta keep busy, you know.
Yeah.
I believe we deserve to get high after being almost tortured.
All right. So, I assume Yudi's not drinking any.
Oh, I'm absolutely drinking some.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, damn.
21. So James failed by more than 5, eh?
You know he did. All right. So I will roll to see how long you are affected by this. Yeah. Well, UD succeeded. So UD drinks the tea and just kind of grimaces because it's definitely not going to be the best tasting tea in the world. But that's wrong. Hold on. Try that again. Oh my. All right. So
Is that hours? Don't tell me that's
that's
hours.
definitely ours, and because James
Hell
and
yes.
and because James filled it by more than 5, it's 6 hours for him. All right. So looks like a cinnamon stick, but smells of fungus. Grinds them up and put in a tea.
Oh boy.
When
Oh boy.
when drunk, it provides a psychedelic trip for 1d4 hours. So 2 of you are tripping balls.
Nice!
Right
Everybody's
now.
on shrooms. Let's go.
Oh dear.
And neither of you have ever done it, so you have no idea how to act, do you?
Nope.
No,
Oh, that's a shame.
it's
I'm
gonna be
gonna-
one of the.
I'm gonna assume I want the munchies, but I'm gonna be too sick to want to eat because everything's gonna be spinning.
No, shrooms
Dennis
is
just
like
feels that
when you
tingle
walk
down
into
his
the backyard, like
as
when
he
you walk
misses
into the
out on
backyard
something.
and you see the trees, and you're just like, whoa, those are
I thought-
trees.
Okay.
You know?
And then the
Okay.
trees start moving in ways that trees are not supposed to move. And then you're like, shit, that's not
Whoa.
shrooms, that's DMT.
Wait,
Oh.
wait.
Oh, I got. Okay, so you're saying like this. Whoa! Yudi, your hair just got up and left.
I mean, honestly,
Sure,
possible,
sure,
plausible,
sure, I'm not-
plausible. I'm giving it a rating of plausible
I'm not-
on the drugs
We'll take
department.
it. We'll take it.
I'm not going to quibble over this at all. I'll just take it. I will
Hey, man,
say that.
You just gotta go along with it. Everybody just got high on
I am.
shrooms, okay?
It also doesn't say shrooms, right? It's just a psychedelic trip.
Yes.
So personally, I'm
Yeah,
imagining like LSD.
but
But
But there's a difference between like LSD and shrooms and like
no, definitely, yeah.
taking a big hit of fucking DMT. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
not that I've
is
ever done
experienced.
DMT.
No,
Honestly, the only
never.
person in this server who's done DMT is probably Archon,
Hey, let's message
Right.
him. He's
who,
going on.
who is no longer here.
What?
That's-
Since when?
Archon is no longer in the server. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did he really leave? I thought he just no, because I just saw him in something. Or did you kick him?
Archon. No, he probably got
He's not here,
pruned
yeah.
by accident, or he
You-
left.
You pruned?
I did not do that.
I don't prune anything.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do that.
I know, Sturfy knows.
I have not pruned anything in quite a while, and I wouldn't prune Archon because he's on all the time, and he was a staple. Now he's not. But
He left, and that's
Okay.
okay. You know what?
So he left.
People drift apart in life.
there you go. He's still in my DMs. I can talk to him anytime I want.
Honestly, I
All right, Yolrum.
Right.
You have experience with drugs, maybe not psychedelics. I don't know, but
Mm.
how you doing? How you doing, my dude?
Just imagine.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining Ragnar Lothbrok just high as fuck on LSD.
And I'm just imagining me
Yeah.
because that's what's gonna happen. My first time
That's
is I'm
what's
gonna
gonna happen.
like that.
So it's just you're pretend like you're high, but just like ratchet up the intensity and make it more ridiculous.
Yudi's gonna be huddled in a corner going through ego death.
Yudi made his save. He's fine.
Oh, true.
What are you talking about? So Yudi's probably watching.
Oh, this will be interesting. Yeah,
And,
no,
like-
I'll make sure they don't get themselves killed or anything.
Yeah, they're like doing the chicken dance on the top of the tables and all kinds of freaky ass shit. The door slams and they're like, it's an earthquake. You know, freaking out.
Or I'm sitting in. So are we still at the in
Are
the
we-
bar area, or did
I
we
was
go
there.
back
Are we
to
on
the-
ground level? Like,
Yeah, you're on ground level. Yes.
Yikes.
But luckily, it's very sparsely populated, so there's not a whole lot of people that are going to see you. Although I will say, you all kind of messed up what I had planned.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we got two people who are tripping balls and definitely should not go to the hospital. We got UD who's enjoying the
Laughing
fruits of his
herself.
hard-earned labor there. So while the two of you look up the effects of psychedelics in an attempt to make this an entertaining next hour, we're gonna go over the premise.
Right.
Everybody has something to do now. It's perfect. This is real D&D, people. So
Themis will just kind of calm himself as he approaches the door of the guild house and give a nod to the bouncer, and he's getting serious now. and he's kind of confused as to why Minbar didn't take his advice about meeting in a private, undisclosed location seriously.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so we'll walk into the thing and head straight to Minbar's office.
All right, you head to the waiting room outside of Minbar's office, and there is a little. I want to say like Gavroche from Les Miserables, but well, he's about that age. Did you know in the book Gavroche had like 2 kids? He's like
Yep.
he's like fucking 12. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Anyway, so
I've read Les Miserables.
oh, good for you. So anyway,
Not really. It was required for school.
yes, so. So you see a 12 or 13-year-old kid who's leaning against the door. You come into the room. He approaches you and sticks his hands out. Oh, hi. I'm Hinbeck. I like your hair.
Thank you. Is Minbar busy?
Oh, I'm taking you to see her.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. How long have you been working with her?
Almost 2 years. I just do a lot of the easy stuff. At least that's what she tells me.
Interesting. You must be highly valued if you're the one that she calls to lead in visitors.
Yeah, I am. With a nod, he'll take you right back out the door.
Okay.
Throughout the few minutes, a few steps, I should say, after leaving, he'll pull up his cloak and start to weave his way through the crowds.
Before he leaves, I'll just put a hand on his shoulder. It was nice to meet you, Mr. Beck. Do take care of yourself.
Well, you're supposed to be following him.
Oh, he's leading me through the crowd.
Yes.
He's not. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, then I'll follow him.
Yes, there we go. I'm supposed to lead you to her, and
I thought he was leaving me.
I'm going to deliberately leave you in a crowd. That sounds like
I thought we were at the guild house, though.
You were. You went right to the room outside of hers. He was leaning against her door.
Oh, and then we left.
You.
Okay. Gotcha.
He gave his introduction, and then you walked right back out. So he takes you through a weave, through the streets. And it seems like he's got this kind of like stop, start, go, or red light, green light kind of thing going on, and seems to just veer off in directions at the time. Once his hood goes up, it's a little hard to keep your focus on him. You feel bored, disinterested. I don't.
My gaze just kind of slips off him.
Yeah, your gaze just kind of slips off. You're just
Well,
you see him
9 in Arcana. Yikes.
Yeah, you maybe feel like there's a little bit more to this than meets the eye. Like maybe he's not actually this boring. Maybe it's something about the cloak, but it's hard to tell. He's either really good at his job or there might be some magic. Anyways, so you follow him for 30, maybe 45 minutes until you come to a house that has a covered porch, a curtained porch, which is stands out a little bit, seeing as how there's no real weather underground. But he happily parts the curtain for you and gives an over the top gesture to enter.
I'll give him a slight bow and say, well, thank you very much for leading me here, Mr. Beck. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, you too. And with that,
I will head through the curtain.
Okay, you head through the curtain. Curtain drops behind you, and you hear the sound of footsteps quickly but not rushedly moving away, and you are facing a wooden door. Standard looking dwarven door. It's very heavy and firm, solid looking.
I will surreptitiously grab a flask of alchemist fire from beneath my cloak and kind of slowly open the door cautiously.
Okay. You open the door cautiously, and from the top, right behind the, right above where the door opens, you see a black wing come down and swoop to you, and goes black for just a second, and then you're standing in a very nicely appointed room. It's a sitting room. There are no windows.
Is there an exit?
There you
Is
go.
the door still where it was?
There is a feathered curtain that is behind you now. There is a fire in the center. There's a fire pit in the center with one of those wide, open mouth chimneys that's right on top of it to catch everything. Everything is well upholstered. There are a couple of paintings, and sitting in.
Anything interesting about the door or the doorway with the 19 in Arcana? Or would you prefer I did
about the
investigation?
door itself? Well, you can.
Well, because the room just changed, right?
Yeah,
And the
yes,
curtain
correct.
turned into a feathered curtain. So
Well, the door opened and a feathered
Exactly.
wing came down. So you look back at, you immediately spin around, 180 degrees, and there is a curtain that's made out of raven's feathers that is behind you. You take a second to touch it and look at it, try and peer behind it. It's a smoky, cloudy darkness. It's not threatening. It's not consuming light. It's just smoky, but you don't smell smoke. The feathers themselves seem to be in very good condition. They got a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit of shine to them, just slightly. Either they've been very well maintained or there's some sort of magic on them. You get the sense, though, that you may have come through some sort of very specific, slightly esoteric portal.
to a pocket dimension? Perhaps? 19 in Arcana, come on.
Yeah. But you're looking at the door.
Right.
You suspect it's either a pocket dimension or it's halfway around the globe.
Okay.
It's hard to tell. Well, yeah. So even with your 19, it's hard to tell which one it's going to be, because it's difficult to know which one would be more expensive to do. That's the only thing that's really hindering you. Like, they'd probably go for the cheaper, maybe the more expensive, something. But otherwise, you're pretty confident that you're nowhere near Daltorum.
Okay. So I guess I'll turn back around and is Mimbar seated at one of the tables on a couch or something?
She is. There is a semicircle couch that is right in front of the fireplace. She is relaxed and reclining. She's still in work clothes. She's not in like a negligee or anything.
Yeah.
But there's a convenient little sidecar that's right behind her, and it has extended out. So there's a small little tray or table that would be to her right, with a few drinks, a few snifters, and all that.
I'll walk up to the sidecar and say, when I was summoned to the chapter house, I thought you hadn't taken me seriously, but now, I will admit, I'm impressed that you organized this kind of place on such short notice.
She,
And I'll pour myself a drink and have a seat on the side couch or the
yeah,
circular couch.
yeah. She has a little bit of a maybe playful, definitely amused glint in her eyes as you say those things before she takes a sip, sets down her glass. Well, even someone like Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Well, even someone like me needs to take a break every now and again. This is technically being loaned to me for this conversation, but I believed you, and considering that I thought you were dead a couple hours ago, I figured you had something quite serious to talk about.
Well, her knowing Themis relatively well, she will definitely notice that he is dead serious about this. There's none of the aloofness and how would you call it? Ironic glint. The ironic glint is gone from his eyes. He's very focused and serious about this. It's like, well, I'm very glad that you did take me so seriously because we have a problem. The job that you sent me on, which I was happy to do as it catered to both our needs, turned out to be a little bit more, how shall I say, disruptive than I thought it would be. You see, we have a problem, a threat to not only my goings on in this city, but also the Raven's Eyes going on in the city.
The idea that you have information that I don't is stretching my belief, but I am more than willing
I'll
to
give
hear
a
about it.
sardonic smile at that. Is it really so unbelievable that I might know things that you do not, my dear?
I am, of course, very interested in anything that would threaten my operations here.
Well, if you do recall, I've been quite... obsession isn't the right term, but taken with a particular goal for quite a while. This goal happens to involve a certain organization from where I come from. I'm sure you take my meaning. They are not... they don't mess around when it comes to secrecy, as it were. And their methods are not as... Thank you, failure. I appreciate that. Are not as
Break in the middle of RP.
not as discreet as our people would be. They have no real care for the consequences of the actions that they take, only the end goal, as it were. I believe that anybody with any kind of magic or mixed blood that you have under your employ would be in quite a significant danger, in fact, from this organization. And I'm, knowing the Raven's Eyes, I do, quite certain that you have more than just a few.
Yes, I have no problem admitting to that. It's more of a favor-based system than proper employment, but I certainly don't want to see them damaged. I'm not in the habit of losing assets.
Completely understandable and entirely within your character, of course. Look, I really do hate to do this. I do. But I'm afraid that the situation warrants nothing less, as this is one of my patrons' most ardent interests, as it were. And with that, Themis will kind of reach into his cloak and pull out the token that, what was, fuck, why am I forgetting his name? I don't need to forget his name. His name is right here. Anyway, he will pull out a token of his benefactor and a benefactor of the Raven's Eye and place it on the table. I usually don't abuse the privilege that my patron has given me, but the organization that is festering within apparently the sewers of this city's underbelly must be removed. And I know that given our past relationships, I won't be able to convince you with my own charm, as it were.
Holy shit.
It is fucking planes.
I'm so unbelievably tired. So.
Well,
I am
that's a
so
great
unbelievably
opening.
drunk.
Why can't I unserver mute it? This is bullshit.
You want me to
get fucked.
Oh, I don't have admin privileges.
There you go.
It's literally just playing the meme music.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'll be okay. Sorry, I just want to say hi.
Hi, Plains.
The next time,
We missed you.
yeah, I'll be
Aw.
able for next week. Sorry,
We
I'm
missed
just,
you so much, Planes.
Aw.
Oh, but
I love you guys too.
Go on.
You're we missed you too, James.
Oh, it's gone. No, it's done. Don't matter now.
I'm just really
Hey, Matt.
sore and tired.
Right.
Yeah, man,
Sore,
we get
eh?
We get it.
Sore?
That happens.
What kind of sore?
Working out.
Working out? What kind of
Trying to
workout?
Well, since the gym's closed, I'm just doing calisthenics.
Horizontal mambo, as you say?
And that too.
And that too.
Oh.
Dyeing the yellow skirt green?
Good for.
As it were?
What the?
What the fuck?
No? Never heard that
Doing
one?
it since
I think it's
2019,
dress.
dude. I'm
I think
fine.
it's dress, but dyeing the yellow dress green? No?
I'm
This
just, you know,
is-
Well, when you fuck in the grass
Oh,
grass
yeah.
stain on her dress,
Great.
you know,
Cool.
it's not as funny when you explain it, but
Nope.
you know what I mean.
Right.
I'm gonna need more details.
Oh yeah, you want more details? I can direct you to
Please
quite a
walk us
few
through
porn
this,
videos if you want.
like,
Lots
put
of
this in
detail
there.
in that. Are you into voyeurism,
So,
Chili?
anyways, we'll
Bye,
failure.
please.
We'll be happy to. Okay.
Yep.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
I'm already DMing him. It's fine.
No, it's because he mentioned something about Terraria. Wait, you.
It's because
Ooh.
the Synod is being
Oh
a
my
perv.
god, that is.
The me or
Yeah,
No.
definitely the me.
I
Yeah.
just noticed this pictures that Striffy sent me.
Fuck you for taking so long.
Look, man, I'm a little drunk.
That doesn't. I heard the notifications when I sent it to you, so I don't want to hear it.
I didn't, clearly.
Anyway, oh yeah, well, whatever. This isn't about you. So, anyways, Synod's being a perv and scared planes off again. So, you're in the process of trying to be verbally dexterous and get Minbar to do something big for you.
Indeed. Well, imply that it is in her best interest to move against the apparently shadowy organization that she had no knowledge of in the sewers, who kind of put the basilisk up to its work, really.
All right.
And so I will say that well, the basilisk that you sent me after, the one delaying your runners, as it were, was part of this organization's scheme, as it were. I'm certain if I was given the opportunity that I could lead you to their base of operations. Although doing so when you were not prepared to take action would be a mistake. So what Themis has basically done is pulled rank. Essentially, is like said, look, I've got a benefactor backing me, and I really don't like to do this because we have a working relationship, but this is one of my benefactor's priorities, and said you need to deal with this.
So you want the Raven's Eye to go down into the sewers and clean out some of your opponents?
Well, my opponents is a term. I would prefer to, and I'll finger the token that's on the table a little bit, just kind of play around with it. I would prefer to say that they are my benefactors' opponents. And as you know, they tend to pay the bills around here. I do believe that it would be in both of our interests to get rid of them, as their operations in this city will not go unnoticed and bring unwanted scrutiny on the underworld of Dalterum.
Not opposed in principle to this. Certainly, they certainly should be reprisals for them petrifying. There we go. For them petrifying our runners. I can't guarantee that I have the means to do this immediately, though.
Oh, that's all fine and good. If you do need help acquiring assets for this task, I'm happy to be of service. As well, I'll be frank with you. I have my own personal vendetta with these people. They've murdered, and I do say murdered, quite a fair few innocent folk who had not deserved what was coming to them. But in any case, I do say with extreme confidence that this is the course of action that my benefactor, and our benefactor, in fact, would desire.
Well, yes, of course. So, we'll have to discuss the details of this, and which is more tedium.
Right, that we can definitely skip over if you prefer.
We will. So, you explain what happened, unless there's something you want to leave out or anything like that.
I don't feel the need to leave out anything with Inbar specifically, because we have a rapport,
It's she's slightly amused at the fact that you were running around almost naked in the sewers.
Right. And, I will explain more of my past than I had told her about when we were, an item. To kind of explain the direness of the situation. Or is it direty? No, it's direness.
She's sympathetic, but this seems like this is going to be a big effort for information brokering group that they essentially want to find
Well,
out.
they're information brokers, but they have muscle
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes.
No.
They want to figure out a way to somehow compartmentalize this and cut all the strings, I should say, or as many as possible before making their actual move. So
Right.
this is going to involve a layer of subtlety before the SWAT team comes in with the portable rams.
That's understandable.
Down the
I
doors.
will emphasize that me wanting a private and secure meeting was not out of pure chance, and that
No.
I do have my suspicion that they have their fingers in a variety of pies, and that I could have very well been followed without my knowledge.
She is curious if you want the focus to be on the Court of Blood and Bone, since doing an attack against the Grey Lord cult is another can of worms that the two is going to make them some enemies here.
I will actually say that the Grey Lord cult is a secondary priority and doesn't really need to be focused on. The Court of Blood and Bone is definitely the focus
Right. Okay.
of this purge, as it were.
That'll help, since they can just let the.
They're the extraneous threat
Yes.
that needs to be needs to be removed.
They can.
The Court of Blood and Bone is the focus. The Grey Lord cult is just kind of the opportunistic background player, in my mind, anyway.
She would probably prefer to keep them happy. They haven't had much of a problem with. They're quiet and secretive, but they don't really interfere with. There's no real clashing there.
Right.
So she would prefer not to piss them off, as well as the fact.
Themis entirely agrees
Yeah,
and doesn't
yeah.
really
So-
refute that at all.
Giving them the chance to maybe do a little bit of squealing, but otherwise go free during this raid would be ideal. All right, so
Themis agrees to that
Yes,
for sure.
okay.
He doesn't
So-
have he doesn't have a problem with in the cult of the Grey Lord.
right. So you discussed a little bit of the logistics and details and the tedium, which we can go over later if there's anything.
Yeah, if you want to talk tomorrow or
otherwise,
at some point.
Yeah. So you finish with that, and she gives your glass a quarter turn. Go be counterclockwise from your, and says, "So, about Barca. He's gathered quite a bit of dwarves with his promise of a kingdom in Britannia, which is very curious, since you said he was not a threat."
A kingdom in Britannia, you say?
Yes, he's going to start his own fiefdom, whatever sort of thing, and I've had quite a few.
I take it that you did not recruit him into the fold, as it were? Or he was not amenable?
He was entirely focused on becoming a king.
He did seem quite consumed with material gain
Yes.
when I spoke to him.
It's something to perhaps keep tabs on, but now.
Are you implying that I should be the one keeping the tabs?
I'm implying that you should have kept better tabs on him to begin with.
Yes, well, I am but a member of the network. But if you wish that I keep better tabs on him, then that can certainly be arranged. And if you wish him to,
Wish that you would
shall we
do
say, disappear,
Mhm.
then I'm not opposed to such a measure.
It would be perfect if you could convince some of these dwarven families to not go with him, but That seems like it might be beyond your ability, seeing as how being a judge of
Why?
character was beyond your ability.
Have they infringed on your designs? Has he
They've inconvenienced
compromised
me.
assets of yours?
They've inconvenienced me. I have people who don't want to stay here since their families are now going off with this incredibly charismatic individual.
Incredibly charismatic charlatan, I believe
Yeah,
you mean.
he is most definitely a charlatan, but he has a hold over people, and I don't know why. Because the person I sent to investigate didn't say anything about it.
Well, then I believe the fault is mine, and I
Agreed.
shall seek to right it.
Well,
If that
he's...
is what you desire in exchange for moving at the behest of your benefactors.
You...
And then this will put a particular emphasis on benefactors.
Yes, well, he's leaving 4 or 5 days from now. I assume he's going to go south and try and pick up more of a following along the way.
Well, then, I'm on a clock, it seems.
You have some time, yes.
Well, it seems we both have our duties to attend to, then.
Yes,
If you will
utmost
keep me
efficiency.
apprised, then I shall endeavor to do the same with you.
What a good idea.
And with that, Themis will
Yes.
finish the rest of his drink
Mm-hmm.
and stand up and give a slight bow, as he is like to do.
When you go back out, do remember to close the door, would you?
I would not forget such a simple thing.
Perfect.
I do
I'll-
appreciate the help you've
yeah.
given me, despite the differences that we've had in the past.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't argue with the cult of blood and bone abducting non-dwarves. Just need to find a way to do this.
Silently,
Yes,
tactfully.
tactfully, with preparatory measures.
Oh. That is your specialty, after all. The
Yes.
reason that you are in your seat and I am not.
I'll call in a few favors and speak with your benefactor. I'm sure we can expedite this somewhat. In any case, we shall be in touch. I'll send a runner to the wonderfully named Gutbuster with updates.
Yes, and I will keep you apprised through runners of the Braca situation.
Well, very well. I'll see you next time I see you.
Indeed. Hopefully it will be in more pleasant circumstances.
And with that, she will begin to collect up some glasses and clean up a little bit.
Themis will kind of duck out of the door and watch as the feathered curtain turns back into a wooden door. Close it behind him.
The door closes firmly and latches, and you are in the curtained vestibule that you were once in.
If there's nothing else, I'll probably head
Yeah.
back to the Gutbuster and
Okay.
yeah.
And you're in tripping balls.
Yeah, so about that, you're gonna head back.
It's like, I'm just gonna go take a piss real bit.
Yeah. So the two of you are tripping balls. Yudi is thoroughly entertained, and you're.
Can I get a vial of each of their blood?
I'm
Just-
sorry, what?
Just in the tavern, huh? Okay.
Yep.
A whole vial. How?
I need this.
Yeah. How? By what means are you going to acquire? a vial
Mage
of
hand,
blood?
unseen servant. I don't know. Some
Well,
combination of that.
You're going to use unseen servant to tap a vein.
No. I'm going to use Unseen Sword to hold the vial, and I'm going to stab them with my mage hand. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
How do I want to do this?
Yeah,
Because I do want a bit of their blood.
You've had plenty of time to think about it.
Hey, do you think Yudi would understand how to?
Nope.
No, probably not.
Nope.
Yeah. Fuck.
He's never had to deal with this himself, so.
True.
You can certainly try and cut a vein.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave anything noticeable.
It's
no,
the matter
I won't.
Yeah. It's the matter of being in public and closing it back up and not making a mess. It's logistics that are really going to be the problem.
You could just carry us upstairs.
You could carry them upstairs. Yeah, you could lead them upstairs to a magical candy fairyland.
Oh damn! I didn't take hallucinatory terrain. That was one of the other spells I was debating taking. This would have made your trip so hell.
You can wait for Themis to get back. He might have some utensils or instruments that might help you with that.
Yeah, I'll wait for Themis then.
Okay, so Themis, you return to the Gutbuster to a small crowd that's gathered around your friends, or party members, I should say. Because two of them are acting really strange. Yolram seems to... I don't know. What do you want to be doing, Yolram? That's in accordance with being high. You want to be like organizing something, or maybe doing a dance, or doing some rhetoric, just going off on like how corn is
going off on
sentient
random tangents.
There you go. Okay, Yolan's going off on random tangents about how corn is sentient and mushrooms have feelings, and we need to be kinder to our planet. Not Yolam, Ragam. How do you want to be portrayed here? Tripping balls.
I typed out everything Ragam does, I think. So just read.
Okay.
Ragam can smell colors. He trips a little bit thinking he sees his dad. The weasel speaks to him.
Oh, Ragam's having a conversation with the weasel. That would be a good one for sure. And then apparently Ragam doesn't know which way is left and which way is right. So, just dial that up a little bit for entertainment purposes. And Themis, you come into Yoram talking about that, Ragam's talking to Yudi's weasel, and Yudi's just sitting there smiling like the fool. The shrewd fool.
Yeah, shrewd as fuck, boys!
With a small crowd of mostly dwarves who seem more amused by this than actually concerned.
I'd like to insight check. Nope, not gonna insight check anybody. That's a terrible.
Okay.
I mean, there's no point to even asking that question.
It's a hot mess.
Ask the question.
They're all so... Do it.
No balls.
Do it.
I was just gonna inside check if Beauty was responsible for this, because he's the only one that seems relatively sober.
Okay, so come down, sit next to me, and let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's have a dialogue.
I guess I will sit down next to Yudi, him being the only relatively sober person at the table.
Right. Or
maybe he's just in control of the drugs, as it were.
Maybe.
You know.
That would make sense.
And all that.
I would track.
Say, well, the world happened to them. Actually, what would it be to realize that I kind of recognize the effects of this?
Why would you recognize
it? It
Could you do an Arcana check?
They are Fey drugs, and I have had
no. I hit it with the Fey cinnamon.
Oh, you drugged them with mundane drugs.
Well, yeah, technically it wasn't even the cinnamon.
Oh, do you?
But yes.
Yeah, it was like rimewood that looks like cinnamon, so I put it with the Fey cinnamon, so that people wouldn't question it when I brought out the cinnamon to make tea.
There you go.
Tea.
Well, then never
I
mind.
had to do like 3 sessions ago. I like mixed the cinnamon.
Do you have any more tea?
Yes, I haven't quite finished my own. Thadmus, would you like some?
Well, seeing the effects that this particular tea.
Oh, but I had this. This is the tea I had, and I'm fine.
Yes,
Can I take it out of your? Try and get it out of your hands and drink it.
I'll keep to my
try.
smoke instead.
Was that Dex at a disadvantage?
Oh, I've got something for smoking as well, if you would like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have my own if you'd like to partake.
The tobacco is...
so ridiculous. Continue. Don't stop.
Tobacco is, hurts me.
Oh, what? I get the tea.
Tobacco is so mundane, it's so... Even being Fae is so boring, you know? I have this thing called Dream Flake, which is basically meth.
Say, well, no, we're back on the Feywild. God damn it! I didn't think we're going back.
Nonsense. I'll partake in whatever
Demis
you're
will
having.
reach over and pat Raugum on the shoulder.
Oh,
Yes,
who did that?
Oh dear. They do seem to be quite in the swords, don't they?
Yes, maybe we should get them upstairs.
No. That sounds like a ludicrous suggestion, and deprive all these fair people of their entertainment. That would be
Oh,
stupid, wouldn't it? I'll say this in Dwarvish.
I will continue in Dwarvish. Depravity does have its useful though, and then I'll follow in Elvish. I need something from them, and I need something from you.
Ooh.
Demis will pull out a pipe and start packing it with fade tobacco.
Oh my.
Do tell.
Can I
See-
run towards a window? Except it's not a window; it's a wall, and I try to jump out. Except I
Sure.
realize it's not.
You can do that as many times as you want. There's no limit on that.
So Ragam runs straight into a wall.
Okay.
See,
Dear.
this recent debacle has got me thinking.
Are you lost?
For a moment there, we were all lost. The only people in connection with each other was Yulrin and I, and that's because I brought Yulrin with me when I escaped. Having said that, I would feel a lot more put at ease if I could locate the rest of this little traveling band, and just in case you guys get lost,
Where'd the window
the
go?
grin ever wide.
Ragam's feeling up a wall because he doesn't know where the window went.
I'm gonna lick it.
Ragam's licking the wall. A cry back to when he licked rocks.
The vivid memory of the taste of almost diamond.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's a history check at disadvantage because why not?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, man.
Not licking wood. It's not.
I think it's stone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
You can think whatever you want.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just telling you what's
Tastes
happening.
like coal, but if it was alive.
I got a splinter from this rock. It's so strange.
Well, if you need something from me, then, I hate to disappoint, but you don't have to drug me for that.
No, not you. It's just I needed them more docile. They are the more
Demis will gaze pointedly at Raugum licking a wall and say, yes, they do seem quite docile, don't they? And then he will ask around for some kind of fire or match.
and I
or
will snap
flame.
my fingers and light it for you.
Oh, most
And then I will run over and just stare at it like fire. Bright. I can feel the color getting brighter.
I was
Demis
about
will
to say,
glance over
be
at
careful about
Raugum
the
and
fire,
then-
it's growing, and then I cast Fireball, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe not.
Whoa.
Why not? In the middle of a tavern. In a dwarven
That's how big the
capital
room
city.
was. I said I cast Sorry. Continue, please.
Yeah, Themis will lean over and light his pipe on your fingers and take a big puff. What are the effects of fade tobacco? Because I assume it's more like a drug than actual tobacco.
Well, yeah. You're probably gonna have something similar to what they're having, actually. It's. Let me. Oh, I'll get the info. Continue.
That's fine. I'll take a big puff and say, "Would you care to try?"
Oh, of course, of course. I will always join you for this. And I'll take it. Long puff. Hold it in for a bit.
Don't fucking throw up.
Hand it back to you.
Take my own puff. So, what did you need them docile for, if I may ask?
Vial of all three of your bloods.
To
What am
track
I
us, if I understand.
To get in contact, in case we are ever, put in disarray.
But our locations will be obscured.
I don't think I will have access to your locations, no.
I'm looking for where the fire went.
I say this simply for your own safety, as there are certain places that I must go that would be unfortunate for those who followed me, as it were.
Oh, I care not for what you do in your own time. I do this purely for the sake of the group.
Where'd the dragonfly go?
Well, I can't find any objection to that. In fact, I find it would be quite useful, and really, really nonchalantly, Themis will pull out a vial from his bag and kind of just like slit a pretty long fucking cut on his wrist as if he's done it before. And actually, when you look at his arms, they do have quite a number of scars from where they seem to have been cut. Just kind of drip some blood into a vial and hand it to you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna see blood,
Right
and
before you grab it, he'll just kind of pull it back a little bit. If you did feel the need to use this for more unfriendly purposes, you do understand that there would be consequences to that action, don't you? And Themis's eyes, which were previously glazed over and kind of like changing colors somewhat sporadically and seemed to be very much high as hell, kind of focus on your face.
I will place my hand on the vial as well, like almost contesting it, and with the same smile as always, know that what I do, I always do for the best interests of all involved. We will be put on the right path, and I will take the vial.
Remains to be seen. You and I must have a conversation at some point about who you are, really. I believe I have an inkling, but
Well, that'll make one of us.
you know what they say about the long-lived races? Memory tends to become something ephemeral and fleeting.
Unfortunately, I can't empathize or sympathize with that at all. I have 8 years of memory with me. That paled in comparison to your, what was it, 347?
Yes. No need to point out the exact age, but something of the sort, yes.
I'll bring that one.
Themis will kind of lean in and say, 8 years, you say? Only 8?
And Yuki will kind of pull back to this slowly, like, he weirdly leaned in and sniffed at us, and now there's this, and
I'll take a big
pull back
puff
a little.
and kind of just slowly blow it out of his nose.
Well, he's got the puff vouching for him. Oh, Ragum's fighting stairs.
Wait, perception check at disadvantage?
Because everything's moving and
Perception check.
wibbly wobbly.
below average perception check for fucking stairs.
Yes, I'd say about 8 years since I've washed up ashore.
Washed up. You say.
I remember the
You and I
first 3
definitely need
days.
to have a serious conversation at some point. And Themis will take another fucking puff, and at that point I will roll a Constitution save or a Constitution check.
It's a save, which you can always choose to fail. By the way,
I will probably choose to fail and hand the pipe back to Uni.
Okay.
And con save as well.
All right, that is a fail.
Alright, so we're getting high as fuck.
You are a different kind of high.
What kind of high are we?
I'm almost done. Here, it's all right. So this is almost complete, but it'll be enough for purposes of chat. There you go.
Dragon wants to find
Gonna wax
stairs.
that, consume and smoking. Pepper cigar, con save. DC, I'm one off!
You
My
were.
crappy doesn't solo intense euphoria or senses sharpen.
Wait, there's actually a D&D 5e article for Fey tobacco?
Yes, there's 100 fantasy drugs and their effects. Is the webpage.
That makes me happy.
I always fuck up the spelling of tobacco.
Well, you should speak more then. There's also 100 mushrooms and their effects.
Do I find the stairs? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I find the door?
All right, so Valgum starts to wander off. He doesn't find the stairs, unfortunately. What he does find are chairs, which sound a lot like stairs.
Oh no!
And-
no!
And luckily the table's empty. But what he's doing is he's basically going around in a circle, stepping up on the chair and then down off of it, and then up onto the next one, and down off it, and up on the next one. And he thinks he's making progress, but it's a long staircase for some reason.
I'm getting frustrated. Like, man, I don't remember the stairs being so long. But okay,
Or
Wait,
or,
what
or
number is
upholstered.
yeah, it's weird.
Fairy food?
What?
Fairy dust?
I don't even
I'm
know.
on 100 fantasy drugs and their effects.
I don't. Is it D&D speak?
Yeah.
.com? Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds right. Fantasy
What
drugs and
number,
effects.
though?
Yeah. It's. Geez, sign out. I don't know. Whatever.
You're looking at it.
I'm not looking at it anymore. I just had to put it in chat, so I stopped looking at it. I didn't know I had to look at it.
Oh, you
again.
put it in chat.
Well, yeah. I just stopped. It's a Fey willow fruit. I should do that next. Fun powder. Fun powder. That's a great name. I love it. Instead of
Powder.
instead of gunpowder. That's brilliant. It's fairy dust, number 61, but I changed it because fairy dust is obviously a powder. Anyways, there's a lot of drugs there. So,
With failure resulting in an overdose.
yeah.
God fucking damn. Advantage on investigation and perception checks for a minute. Damn. When overdose user experiences sensory overload. Holy fuck! Fenton just like fucked me, didn't he?
Yeah.
He helped you, I think is what he did.
He
Anyways, and then of course, if y'all keep up with it, we eventually y'all are gonna have to roll for addictions, but that's far and away.
I'm just gonna stare at Themis's hair and watch as it changes colors
Yeah.
and just be like amazed.
Yeah, it's way more
You'll
impressive right now, man.
You'll notice the this, because you're a wizard, you'll notice the faint sparkles of wild magic as it just kind of, not quite wild magic. It's something you've rarely seen. You'd probably recognize it from the dreamlike quality of the Feywilds. Just kind of flutter over it as it slightly changes colors before almost reverting back to white and then switching colors again.
Yeah, it's much bigger. It's got like an aura to it now. His hair is just ridiculous. It's like it took a diffuser to it.
His eyes as well, if you were to focus on that.
Oh, I can't focus on anything.
I would like to do a
What does that
barrel
look like?
roll, please.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and do acrobatics.
Oh no! No! Oh no! No!
All right,
That's really bad.
All right, so hold on. First of all, you serious about Phantasmal Killer?
I'm gonna stop it before lethal though. I just want to fuck with Ragum's brain
Stop
though,
it
and
before lethal. All right, so
yeah.
Ragum
And
takes
wait,
18
right
psychic
before
damage?
I do it, I'm gonna be like, hey, so weren't we supposed to hide Raugum because people are after him? And then I'm gonna do it.
I'm still in like regular, street clothing.
Right.
I'm not in my.
So, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Me.
Since he's doing this to you. His deepest fear. That's a fail. So, you become frightened. So, you are getting scared. Your trip is starting to turn bad.
Can I rage? Like, just get really angry? Like, go to like defensive?
Why the fuck did I do this? I wanted their blood, not the. Wait, oh god damn it! I did dumb, but it's okay.
You're about to get somebody's blood.
Yup.
Why would you
I'm scared.
rage? Because you're scared.
I'm a barbarian. I mean, I'm gonna get scared and just like.
And you're gonna attack your fears.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. You can go.
Am
ahead
I
and
considered?
rage.
Am I considered like incapacitated or no?
No. You're scared and. Oh no! Don't do that. You're scared and angry at the same time. Maybe you're angry about being scared. You're just your trip is turned. And now you've got bad emotions instead of that which was good. And also, you definitely succeeded at your acrobatics, though. That's fine.
On the barrel roll.
Yes, you do. It's not a barrel roll so much as a combat roll. You do ye old. You do like a vain tumble, and it works out kind of well. Actually, you timed it right.
What? It didn't run into somebody, right?
You did not run into anybody. No, you have a wide berth. You're over at an empty table.
Oh, why did this tea not taste like cinnamon?
Weird. I wonder what that's about.
Can I pick up a chair above and like hold it above my head and just be like, "Who said that?" Like just so angry.
And so you do.
I want to throw the chair.
So you can throw the chair. Sure. Where are you throwing it?
In the direction I think I heard a voice.
All right. Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, what is it? 1d20, just plus my strength. Yes, 3. Okay. Oh, that point.
You
Shit,
just toss it into nothingness. As far as you're concerned, you have no idea where it even went.
Makes sense.
It's just gone. It's like it's outside of your vision. You threw
Yoram will just be sitting there watching this happen and just laugh.
You throw it and the chair just gets smaller. Doesn't really seem to go farther away. It just gets smaller, and then it just disappears. And you hear Yolrum's "Heh."
Can I
Now,
pick up the picture?
Now it's about the time.
that?
Yep.
I'm gonna go over to Themis and say, while Raugum is starting to lose his mind, we may want to either sedate him or get Yolrun's blood and then sedate him. Well, what are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts? And you better think quickly, because people throwing chairs is exactly how you get attention of management. So,
Wait, who's throwing chairs? Why?
Raugum's throwing chairs.
Death before dishonor!
There you go. Say Chili's.
Oh, dear.
Chili's rolling with this. She's just all about this.
I'm done.
Right, but which one are you doing? Are you subduing him and getting blood, or getting blood and then subduing? What are we doing here, people?
Yep.
Me?
I need their blood. Remember?
You
Themis is
too.
just sitting I gave him my blood, and I'm just
Yes, but I
smoking
need the
on
other two now.
my pipe now. Ah, yes.
Oh, you're.
And that's what I was asking you about.
Yeah. So you're not going to help. You're just going to smoke.
Sounds about right.
All right. I'm assuming that Themis has just decided to puff himself up a little bit, rather than help you get blood.
God damn it!
Might be on
The master plan is falling apart. The master plan is falling apart.
Master plan. Quick, what's Plan B?
Oh no.
Oh, you mean you didn't have a Plan B?
No, I kind of just expected him to say yes, and now I'm gonna run up to Yorin.
Oh, nice. All right, do it.
Yoram will be sitting on the couch, watch Yudi come up and just stare at him blankly and...
Classic. Total classic.
Okay, this is gonna be a little bit difficult to get through. I either need you to fight Raugum or I need your blood.
Why am I fighting Raugum?
Raugum is throwing chairs and scaring people, and we need someone to subdue Raugum. Especially considering people shouldn't know he's here in this city, you know?
Oh, shit.
It's for his own good.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
calm down. Calm down. We'll work through this. Help me out.
Okay, how do you want me to help you?
This is a great start. Help me stand. Alright.
And because he's so much bigger than me, I'm gonna struggle to try and get him up.
Right.
Okay, so do I need to roll for anything to see how well I stand up and move around?
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. I'll let you do a straight roll, because you kind of have somebody helping you. Oh, alright, so a 9, so he staggers a little bit, but he's okay. He's okay. He's up, he's standing.
I'm gonna like slowly back away, like, okay, stay up, and make my way back towards Themis, you know? Like, hey, Themis, Themis! And little side slap to the face, you know? Themis?
What? Yes?
Vials! I need vials, goddammit! God damn it!
It's a matter of life and death!
Oh, yes. I was terribly confused. My apologies. Honestly, I was terribly confused. There was a tree growing out of the floor, and...
Is there a big tree in your garden?
There is a big tree in my garden, and, in the winter it protects me. In the summer, it gives me good shade. Well, now I have to play that song. Give me a moment, actually. Wait, who the fuck is...
In the background, Yoram will stand there and look up and reach and feel.
Linnea? Fuck, who the fuck's calling me? My bad.
What are you feeling, Yulrin?
In a tree.
He's feeling the big tree in the garden.
The tree and the sunshine.
Oh, shared hallucinations.
There's snow if you reach the other side.
Hey, Striff, do you like how I essentially derailed your entire session just to get the blood of 3 players?
You know, it's great. I'm glad I didn't do any writing for
Don't you
this
just love
whole
it when
session
that
at all.
happens?
I know what I'm going to do on Tuesday.
Death before dishonor!
We're
You
gonna
gone?
we're gonna get high on Tuesday too. It'll be
I
perfect.
think it may just be the 3 of us now.
Oh right, Synod had to go and take a
Well,
phone
this
call.
is awkward.
Slightly so.
Okay. Alright,
So you're gonna fight me or no?
Right, yeah, how's that gonna
Actually,
work
that's a
out?
good question. Are you gonna fight him?
Yeah, I'll fight
Oh,
Byron.
Striff's back.
Oh dear.
Synod's back?
I think. I heard something.
I didn't leave. Oh, I got leg.
Haha, everything's on fire, but it's
I
okay.
got leg.
That's Synod.
Yes.
Striffy's lagging. Okay.
So,
Vials, goddammit. I need your vials! Themis!
Oh. What? The
What?
tree was dancing in the.
I'm sorry,
What?
I'm doing the wrong side, and from slapping the left side of your face, I'm gonna go to the right side of your face and just...
Themis will just kind of raise his hands like, I.
Connecting. Oh my god. There's literally nothing. I'm doing nothing.
Oh,
That was great to come back to.
Wonderful.
That was great to come back to. Love it. Thanks,
Bring
guys.
back your players rolling initiative against each other.
Yeah, this is rolling initiative. Holy crap.
rolls a 6. Let's go.
Oh wow, yeah, you're gone. Alright, so we'll get I don't even know where Rowdham's token is. Jeez. There it is.
it's the one with the arrows.
Yeah, it's that one. Man, I might be high. Hold on. Alright, so we'll just use this map, but just, remember there's a tavern. Let me see if
You can see it.
Alright, so you wanna actually do this? Alright. Go
I
for
see
it.
I see a big mountain coming towards me, and I just try to just knock it back, just whoop-ah. That being said,
Whoopah.
since I'm raging. I'm raging so much. So it's gonna be a straight roll. Straight roll then, since I'm at disadvantage, correct?
It's rage. Yeah, you're tripping pretty hard, man.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, well, your roll's gonna be tripping longer, but maybe not harder.
So, what's damage? 1d what? I'm trying to mostly push him back, put the mountain back,
Well, if you just want to shove him, that's totally fine.
shoving the mountain back.
Whoa.
But
Go ahead, just refresh it. You'll be fine. Alright, so 17 will hit. You want to push him, punch him?
I'm pushing him back because the mountain approached me. I don't like
alright,
the mountain.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. The mountain approached you, so give me a strength check.
Me?
Well, yes, both of
Why?
you.
Why was that on disadvantage? Right.
Hold
So that's
Because you don't want to be pushed back. It'll be a contested roll.
What is it? So if I'm raging, is that +2? Yeah, and I have advantage. No, wait, I have a straight roll at this point because I have advantage on checks.
Okay.
Straight. So.
Alright. So it's just a straight roll, so it's still a 7.
Okay. Well, it still lands. The shove lands.
The shove lands, yes. And you don't really, but he got a 13 on his strength check, which is almost double yours. So you give him a push, and he kind of takes like half a step back, and that's it.
I'd like to run in circles around him.
Okay. Rogum begins to run in circles around you.
How?
Catch me if you can.
How much am I tripping still?
You're gonna be tripping for 6 hours. So let's see. You're in the I don't know. Let's say early stages. You failed by more than 5, so it's pretty hard tripping. Rogum probably doesn't even look like Rogum, really. Just look up some like kaleidoscope pictures or something. Kaleidoscope faces. It's probably more close.
Dorum feels
Gross.
this small. Oh.
Continue.
Dorum feels this small creature push him back and start running around in circles, laughing. And
Roar, I'm a bear.
is that what you say?
Yes, absolutely. I'm wearing my bear hat and my bear head. I kept the bear head.
So Yoram hears this, I'm a bear, and this small little cub running around. And I try and catch him.
Of course. You can always try.
A disadvantage.
Okay, so what should I try and roll for?
Roll for a
Try and
grapple.
catch him.
Roll for a grapple check. So just make an attack roll. See if you can grab him.
So just 1d20.
1d20 plus strength and proficiency. That's a
Strength
strength. That's a strength check. That's not this. Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
So
Yes,
1d20 plus 3.
Yep.
You have a 0 in strength?
No, he has a 3 in strength.
Plus proficiency. Wait, it's plus proficiency. What?
What do we got here? Yes, with proficiency because it's an attack.
Why didn't I get? No, doesn't matter.
You
Mine
did.
would have been-
You
1d20 plus 6, right?
I don't know why didn't
Mine
you?
would be +6 then. Yeah, I only did +3. Oh, it's whatever. I landed. So
Because you're not trying to. Because you weren't doing it. Okay, all right.
I was. Whatever.
Grappler feet. No.
Grappler
What?
feet.
It's /R and then what? Yeah.
There we go. Oh, so we got a 20. Holy crap! You got an unnatural 20. All right, well that'll hit. So you yank, barely. Yeah. So you grab and yank Rogum and you got him in like a bear hold or hug. Something
Isn't
like
that? I get to contest that, do I not?
No, he rolled the hit. Just like you rolled a hit.
So
with
did
your
I.
axe. Right. And you hit, and you made the contested strength check because you wanted to shove him. And this is him rolling an attack check to grapple you.
So it will be a dex save.
You can dex out of it on your turn, yes. Or, yes. You can do acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. This is my turn now.
Okay. Okay. You can move half speed with him if you want before Robin tries to get out of it. Or you can do nothing.
You mean route? Oh wait, yeah.
I mean
Okay.
you. I mean you. You're grappling.
Okay, so I'll grab him and I'm in a giant bear hug into my chest and say, "Come here, little cubby. We need to get you quiet down. Come on, come sit on the bed." And I'll pick him up and walk him over and set him down.
Okay.
But still holding on to him.
That's half your movement speed to do that. I'm just gonna. All right. Well, you're downstairs. So you start walking walking 15 feet to the stairs. This is what you do.
What's the black box?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
That's.
It's nothing.
Okay. I would like to break free with an athletics check.
Okay, let's do it. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. I can't even put the status indicator on. Alright, so Raugum gives a kick and a thrash and a twist. And just like that, he's free. Back on his splits.
Hey, you cannot contain me. And I would like to run 40 feet. 40 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Come on, UD, fight me on your own free will.
What? Oh boy. Alright, so at about this point, one of the bar workers is going to come over. Alright, what's all this then? It was amusing and now it stops.
He's trying to kidnap me.
I'm sorry. My companions here seem to have had a bit too much today. I'll put them in the room and let's say around on me for everyone.
But everyone in the sure. It's great. I'll put that on your tab then, I guess. Do you need any help getting them up?
Yeah, if you could help me specifically with the dwarf, I have trouble getting him upstairs generally.
Stairs.
Alright. Yeah,
No stair for Raugum. Raugum will use window.
I'll get not stop.
Let's not say that now, and I'm gonna cover Raugum's mouth.
No touchy. No touchy.
Alright, so she'll run back and get a kind of stocky looking dwarf. Who has an apron on, and I guess he's
Daddy!
Oh
dear.
No, you're going upstairs and you're sleeping whenever this is off.
Okay, just don't let them touch me. I don't want them touching me.
Alright,
No.
sure, that's fine. And,
I contact this dwarf and be like, it happened one time, and then I'm gonna walk off with Yoren.
So Yorum's not going to help get Raugum under control?
Fuck.
I mean, Yoren is seen as part of the problem, right? So I'm gonna get him upstairs too. And then I'm gonna get Raugum upstairs as well. And then when I isolate them in their fucking rooms, I'm gonna take their goddamn blood. Because it's what I fucking needed in the first place. Did it in a really convoluted way.
Yeah, you sure did affect the results of the blood as well.
No touching. No touching.
Alright,
Probably gonna need a control group later.
Yeah. So for the sake of shortening this, we'll say that Raugum's eventually corralled upstairs. And you all get in the room.
That's what I prefer to. No touchy.
So, how are you getting this blood from these people now?
I assume with a dagger and the vials that Themis gave me.
Okay.
So it not as precise, but I'm assuming they're gonna sleep it off, right? So
yeah, you could wait until they're sleeping to do this. Actually,
I totally could.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Yep.
I could.
I'm not getting.
Okay, so question. So one of my skills is medicine.
Nah. Right.
Okay, are you gonna help me out here?
I agree.
Can I like, and if I roll, can I roll a medicine check to see if I can assist Limits in taking my blood?
You can roll a disadvantage, but since you're helping, it'll just be a straight roll.
Okay, cross your fingers. Here we go.
You're gonna.
Ooh.
17.
Oh,
Pulling it
nice.
off.
This is oddly enough probably has steadied Themis's hands. I mean, not Themis. Yolram's hands a little bit, and he finds the vein and gives it a little. Well, you just wanted to find it, right? Or how far do you want to go? You want to actually do it? You want to actually start to draw it?
Yes.
Okay. So he, with a surprisingly steady hand, you watch as Yolram just goes zip, and just leaves a little red line across the skin.
Okay,
It
cool.
starts to well up. And,
File of
yep. Okay.
Yolrin blood.
You now have
Alright.
one vial.
I now need the dwarf.
Hold on, you can't.
You got.
Oh, okay, Ragam locks his door?
Ragam barricades door. I'm still really.
I'm gonna go to the
angry.
bathroom really quick.
I'm still really scared and angry, so I rearranged the furniture so that it is barricaded.
I cast knock.
Well, that unlocks it then, doesn't it?
But what if I barricade it though? Like
Well,
move the bed in front of like the dresser or like whatever in front of it, the chest, like all the heaviest things in the room. Because I am still.
Give me a strength check. Yeah, you can just do a straight strength check. That's fine. I won't even make you do it at disadvantage. Oh,
20.
yeah. Ragam's just like throwing shit over there. There's no rhyme or reason. It's not, it's not a good barricade by any stretch of the imagination, but it's heavy.
I still see the other side.
There's a crack in the door. You can see a little bit, sure. Not
Okay,
much.
I'll teleport.
Oh
The first sand.
Oh my god! This is totally worth everything that's happening right now. Alright,
Spell slots I'm burning on this is kind of nutty.
Yudi teleports into Ragam's room.
I would like to drive
Sand
that.
everywhere outside
Yes,
of the door now.
and there's magical sand settling now in the room and outside
can I-
the room.
Ragam. Look, here's a weasel, huh? Weasel is your friend.
Here's
Huh? And we'll
Johnny.
approach with the weasel.
Can
Send it out,
I charm myself into the weasel to make it look like a weasel?
What?
No.
Damn.
That's too much. That's too much difference in size and height and all that stuff. You can't make yourself look like a weasel. Plus, that involves using a magical item, which is a whole other can of worms.
But I rolled a net 20.
For your strength save? Yeah, not your charm of alter self.
Can I scream? I would like to scream.
Sure.
I think cast fantasy.
Oh my goodness. I think using a magical item might be beyond your ability at the moment.
If this motherfucker's about to scream, I'm gonna shut him up. Okay,
All right. Go ahead.
This ends today.
Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
No.
Yes.
DC 14.
Yes.
Oh!
Oh my. Ralgam is not.
Let me read Lucky. Give me a second.
Oh, Portent, use your Portent. Use your Portent. Make him roll lower.
Oh yeah? I totally could.
It's a 16. Mine's a 16.
Right, but he can use
So-
Portent to change that.
Guess what, Chili? You rolled an 8.
Yeah, there it is.
Minus 8 on
That's the beauty of Portent right there. Congratulations.
Can I start a fire?
You can't do shit for a minute.
Why do you have to make everything as complicated as it can possibly be?
Because Chili likes the attention.
What?
And she doesn't care about anything
My
else.
character is drugged. My
Yes.
character has been
Yes.
scared into rage. Like,
Debatable, but okay.
No, he used the one spell on me that made me like frightened or whatever the fuck it
Right,
was.
Yeah, so
yes.
basically you see your nightmares with that spell.
Exactly.
Yes.
So some shadow just appeared in front of me. Do I have any? I got my shit on me. I'm gonna be defending myself against the shadow now.
Yeah, so while you're completely defenseless,
I'm not.
I felt like I had to when you said I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm like, well, now that I've disarmed you, I'm gonna take my vial. I'm gonna take the dagger. Weasel, help me with this, and the weasel is gonna help action me.
I'm gonna growl. I would like to growl at the weasel and just
Sure.
like no.
Go
I'm
for
just
it.
gonna boop a little bit of the blood vessel and get the blood. So that's medicine check
Yep. Go
with
for
the
it.
help action from the weasel.
Well,
Can I do that?
No,
Can I do that?
No. The weasel
Okay,
doesn't
so just
know
straight up.
anatomy. No, 16 is fine. Yeah, that's yeah. You find a good vein, not a great vein, but a good one. And you get the blood. You flick the knife, draw the line, and get the blood.
Vial of Raugum blood. Okay, I'm grab the weasel. I'm like, okay, fuck, now we gotta get out. We gotta get out. And then I'm gonna burn my last second level slot to get the
my
fuck through the
goodness.
door again
All right.
with my sand TP.
With your
So now there's
sand
just sand
TP.
all over your room.
Yeah, now there's plenty of sand. That'll be nice, right?
I burned through so many spell slots just there.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It was all for a good cause, I guess. All
It
right,
was.
so
It was.
well, you don't even notice any of that because you're busy staring at the thing. So never mind. Eventually, you stop staring at the fantasy stuff and come back down into the real world and notice that you. Well, actually, no, you're still tripping, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you're still. You can trip out in your room.
I barricaded myself. I feel
Yes.
safe again.
Yeah.
The shadow is gone.
Yes, the shadow's gone. The rage is definitely gone by now. You're freaking out in your room. Themis is having his own little thing in his room.
He's still
Oh.
finishing up his pipe.
Yeah, sure. And I'll assume that Yorum's finishing off his own thing in his own room. So, well, Yorum's got the longest one, so he's still got like 5.5 hours of being high, which is just fantastic. Everybody else comes down in 3 or less hours, 3 or fewer.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I wake up confused, kind of try to unbarricade the door, make sure it's still
Right.
locked, and then I pass the fuck out in my bed that hopefully didn't get destroyed too bad.
All right. Well, Ralgam passes out back again in his bed. It's not the soundest sleep since you did technically just wake up and then do all this all over again.
For like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Went immediately back to
it's just-
sleep.
You're just kind of like half in that woozy, half awake, half asleep kind of thing. And oh, that is nice. So, after about 3 hours or so, the rest of you come down. Everybody except for Yolrum comes down off of your high. And what are you going to do about that?
Who are you asking?
Everybody but you, actually, because you're still tripping balls for another 3 hours because you're because of what you rolled.
And
All right, so Ralgam, what are you doing?
I'm definitely I'm just gonna look at my bear head and
Mhm.
just like feel a weird sense of like deja vu. I'm gonna feel just very out of it, kind of be taken back to very early childhood memories.
Ooh,
Yeah, like I like post trip like depression, I guess you could say, for a little bit.
Maybe there's going to be some character development here. Okay. UD's coming off of the Fey tobacco, whatever the fuck it was. Fey bark. Come down off the Fey bark. What are you going to do when you sober up? Fairy bark.
I'm gonna sit down next to Ragum and just. Ragum, are you all right? You were.
I'm in my room, am I not?
He's
Oh,
in his
never
room,
mind.
and you blew all your spells.
True. I
Unless you
can't
want
make
to
it
tell
back
him,
in.
yeah, you can't get back in. You could ask him now that you're both sober.
I could actually just burn a 3rd level spell slot to do it
Oh
now.
shit!
I'm not.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on Ragum's door and be like, "Are you all right? You were screaming about some stuff while you were not of sound mind. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Seemed like you saw a nightmare or a ghost or something. I don't. What's up?
Talk to me.
I walk to the door.
Mhm.
It's just a very slow, heavy-footed walk. I get to the door. I unlock it. Look at him. Intimidate. I'm doing an intimidation check. Like just the. You made me feel things I buried.
Ooh.
Oh, get fucked. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you made me feel things I buried. And now I must recontain them. And slam the door, lock it, and go back to the bed, and like sit on the edge, and then slowly slide off the edge and sit next to the bed, just kinda like upright fetal position in a sense.
I may have done some damage there. And then I'm gonna walk off to Themis's room.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, he's muted.
Oh, okay. In that case, can I find a library?
Wait, no,
instead,
sorry,
or-
I was talking that whole time. I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh,
Oh,
we
My
like
bad.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, classic James.
If you were to open the door, then Themis would be lying on his bed, smoking his pipe, staring at the ceiling, with somewhat of a serious expression on his face for someone who is supposedly high as balls. Perhaps he's just examining the cracks on the ceiling floor. Ceiling floor? Yeah, because this is another story.
I inside check to see if this guy's worried.
What with Themis? Sure.
Yeah, that'll be a low DC.
That'll be a
17.
low DC.
What is it?
17.
Yeah, you can tell that Themis is definitely worried about something. From your past experience, you could probably surmise that it has something to do with the people who chained us up and tied us to walls. He does seem to be in somewhat of a calculatory mood, despite the fact that he's most definitely high as balls.
Okay, I'm gonna like just sit down next to you're laying in bed smoking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up a chair, sit down, do the little how do you call that thing where you like put your hands together and support your chin, kind of?
Yeah.
Lean
yeah.
I don't know how to describe that, but yeah.
And support your chin with your hands. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
I get the imagery.
You chin hand.
Yes, I chin hand Themis, and then I'm gonna lean in and just in hushed voices. Are you going to war again?
Themis will just kind of look over at Yudi. Again, you say, as if I have ever been at peace in these past 100 years or so. What would you know of war, little false man thing?
And to that, I'm gonna pull back a little bit.
Ooh.
If if I think back far enough, I had a hand in your creation, you know?
And my eyes are gonna slowly get wider, and the smile is gonna slowly fade.
Oh,
The people that played a part in that. And he'll just kind of take another puff from his pipe. They're not good people. They're not like you and I. They're not concerned with the small things. But money was money and a favor was owed. So I did my part, as small as it was. The blood in your veins, the spinal fluid flowing through your nerves. I had a part to play in that. Do you truly not remember anything about who you are, what you are?
And if you look over now, Yudi's just vapid, blank expression, very like.
Yeah, Themis will kind of look over, take another long puff off of his pipe, kind of blow the smoke slowly out of his mouth.
Surely you must be mistaken. I'm. What did you call?
Little man thing. A simile, a metaphor almost, a imitation of what a living being is. Something not quite human, not quite machine.
And Yudi's gonna just look at his hands. Follow
I
up
had
his
forgotten,
arms.
you know, about everything about you. It was just another episode in a very, very, very long life.
Who am
Memory is
I?
such a fickle thing.
And I'm gonna start signing up now, putting some trying to not so much impose myself, but kind of loom over Themis, and I'm going to just point blank ask the question: what am I?
Well, such a simple question for quite the complicated answer, isn't that? You think, do you not? You feel, do you not? Are you not alive?
I don't know. And I'm gonna produce the dagger again. See, I feel alive, and then I'm gonna push it through my left hand. I just don't know, and I'm gonna leave the dagger in my left hand, and it's not blood that comes out, and the skin, it doesn't pierce, it doesn't really tear, it cracks, more like.
Well, that's not surprising. After
Don't
all,
know
you
what
are
I
an imitation, a facsimile of what a sentient being should be.
facsimile.
But if I'm to be entirely honest, I'm not really sure what you are. I was hired for a job through connections of mine, and I did that job. However, my conscience objected to what was happening.
And realizing that Themis doesn't know too much, I'm gonna just sit back down, return with the smile, and just, all right. Sorry, that got a little out of hand, and I'm gonna pull the dagger out of my hand.
Yes, out of hand, as you say. I'm just gonna reach into his cloak and pull out a vial full of shimmering red and green liquid. Would you care to have a sip? Seems you're in a little bit of pain.
Well, only when offered, and I'll take it. And then
He'll
I'll
just heal your hand.
thank you. I'll go back to Themis. So, what gave it away, or did you know since the beginning?
Well, to be very honest, I'm surprised I didn't notice when I first met you. There's a smell to you, how do you say, an aura, as it were, of almost like if a lie was personified in magic. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I objected, you know. In the end, anyway, after the deed was done. I took a piece away from whatever they were trying to do. I could give it to you if you would like.
Peace? What? You speak in riddles and metaphors, and I'm not sure I quite follow.
Yes, an unfortunate habit I picked up over years of subterfuge and implied intent, as it were. You're not complete. You're aware of that, at least.
And I'll straighten my back and kind of give it a small pat. I had suspected, yes, but I don't know what completion would even look like. I don't even know what the purpose of completion would be. I don't think I can follow.
Yes, well, like I said, I was a small part in somewhat of a larger project, but you were the sole success, from what I understood. And, they did have plans for you, the men who hired me. I regret that I only objected near the end of it, but I do believe that I hampered their plans somewhat. Themis will kind of reach over the bed, set his pipe on the bedside table, and reach into his bag and pull out a green orb. Slightly larger and about the size of a fist.
At the moment it's produced, Yudi is going to just lock his eyes on it, and his eyes will not leave the orb.
Interesting.
And there it is.
You don't recognize it, but you know it is a part of you. Very interesting indeed. Well, since we seem to have tied our fates together, I suppose that it wouldn't bring me any harm to reunite you with this piece of yourself. Do you know that
Myself, and I'm just gonna slowly reach forward at it and like slide along to it.
Themis will kind of draw it back a little bit. Do you know that there are powerful people that had great designs for you? I don't know what happened to them after I left, but they certainly had plans in place for what you were to become. With that,
And
Themis will hand
seemingly
you the orb.
trying to pull my attention from the orb. Yudi will fail to make eye contact with Themis, and then say, "Do you know what they planned?"
No, I'm afraid that I was simply, as much as I loathe the expression, a hired gun. Or hired sword, as it were.
And I find myself fractured without purpose.
Indeed.
And I'm gonna grab
Themis
at the orb.
will raise an eyebrow. Well, here it is then. If you'd like, I can help you slot it.
Yes, of course. Thank you. And with that, I'm gonna shake my head a little and break eye contact with the orb, finally, and take off my shirt, take off the jacket over that, turn my back to you.
Guess I'll press it into the base of your spine where there's somewhat of a scar I believe.
The triangle thing.
Yes, that.
Yeah. The thing you saw last session at the end near the bats. Yes. All right. So you slot it in. How are we gonna do this?
It kind of melds through your skin into your spine.
I'm down. Yeah.
Lights
I'm
up a
thinking like
color.
how do I want to flavor this? Like
Melds
this is
through
a
your
big
skin
moment.
into your spine. One of
Kind
the
of locks into place. Yeah. The green kind of spreads from it, almost like veins attaching with the rest of my spine, running up and down my my central nervous system. Following along outwards, it kind of produces a green aura for a moment before fading back into me. Kind of like that.
yeah. Oh, that works.
Hot. Holy shit! I've had such a shit-eating grin on my face for the last like 30-40 minutes.
Hey man, you wanted something, you got it. Got you.
Hell yeah!
That's the beauty of coordinating.
Yep. Well, seeing how everybody else is,
Yeah.
Shall we call it there?
I'm good. Yeah, we can call it there.
And I will discuss with Striffy what the fuck that actually does.
Indeed.
Bellissimo. Yeah, I'd like to know if you guys ever get around to it. No rush.
I mean, I still need to think up mechanics that aren't broken.
Yeah. So you're not going to be using that D&D homebrew site then? Good.
Of course not.
All right. That was